Along a side road, graveled and dusty, a pasture hints of spring, until a corner is approached, and something else catches the eye. For there along the road, just up from where the cattle graze, in an oak tree covered with moss, there is a collection of shoes. If you count them, and most people who stop here do, there are 20 pair, at least this day there were. Locals just glance and drive by. You and I, from somewhere out beyond Broadbent, you and I, stop to look at what we never thought of doing. I don't know who put them here, who started this, who added to it. I have no idea whose feet tromped the hills in these tired boots, or danced in the blue high heels, or clopped around in the Birkenstocks. It is the mystery of the shoe tree. Boots are personal things. If they fit well, like a good friend, one does not wish to part with them. Perhaps that is why these shoes are here, nailed quite securely to this tree. Well worn, frayed, a memorial to the faithful shoe. Everybody tells Virgil Sutherland, nice work on the whirligig, Suds. That's what they call Virgil, Suds.
Then this is my first and only moose I made. I had a heck of a time with him.
When people see what he has made out of pine cones, they don't know what to say. After all, most people do not spend 5 months making a stagecoach out of cones.
Oh, yeah, that's all cones. And nothing but cones and glue in there.
No wire bracing, no wooden framework, just pieces of cone.
That's the way you go. You're going like that. Just keep going.
Pull them apart, all sizes of cones. Put them together as stagecoach guards.
Yeah, he's quite an old boy.
Or pioneer, walking beside a covered wagon.
Oh, I guess I did. I started at the bottom because this is my finish off.
Remember, this is just glue and cones. With that, he makes eagles and table lamps, lampshades, and cone owl bases. He did not plan to get so fancy.
No, I just come up with it.
In his animals, his buffalo.
No, just the only thing I paint is just the eyes and maybe touch a little glue is only to make it same color if the glue is shining.
And his bear, the individual work can be painful.
You see them teeth? Yeah. You take and drop them in that carpet and that's something else.
You mean it is frustrating?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I haven't tossed them yet. But one day, probably.
Right now, to relax perhaps, he is working with wood, making a model of some heavy equipment. He was a heavy equipment mechanic before retirement.
I'm going to put a motor down in underneath here.
When he's finished, then probably back to cones.
So I haven't made any ships yet.
Cones is where the challenge is.
Just does fit.
At the Eaton station, sitting by the window, Howard Olman, looking as if he's posing for a painting. He posed for a painting once. Behind the restaurant counter, by the door to the kitchen, the painting hangs on the wall.
In '83, I was a Grand Marshal. The Bandon Cranberry Festival.
If you don't find him having hash browns at the Eaton station, look for a bicycle outside Ray's Century Market. If you see it, you'll find Howard in the store, most likely riding the electric shopping cart, past the detergent, past the hamburger, striking up conversations where he goes.
Old Indian Charlie that used to live here, the Indian Ned, they said, get copper bracelets.
The tables by the deli always are good for a story or two.
I'll tell you, my folks come here 134 years ago.
If it isn't here, it may be in aisle 4.
Hey, you want to get on TV?
Or down by the paperbacks.
Yeah, what happened to your wheelchair? What broke down on you, huh?
His wheelchair, he says, is in the store side room. Somebody broke it.
They done that so I couldn't get around. Hey, Robin, you want your picture taken?
No, Robin doesn't want his picture taken. Howard Olman, it would seem, knows everyone.
Oh, yeah. The good ones and the bad ones.
Stick with Howard and you'll meet a few of them, and he will tell you all about them.
Here's a lady from Port Orford right here.
The lady from Port Orford is busy. So is Howard, sometimes asking questions.
You've heard of Roosevelt, ain't you?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
I had polio. Do you know what polio is?
Yeah, my dad had it.
And the doctors didn't know nothing about it.
It is raining outside, so Howard Olman is inside, telling the stories of his life.
Well, I'll tell you, they put in trenching camps in Montana, Wyoming, and all over the West. And the superintendents who run them camps were stealing the food that the poor people was going to eat and selling it to the Chinese and the Japanese restaurants. And they wanted them caught. So they hired me to catch them.
There is always someone who hasn't heard his stories. And if he drives past the vitamins a dozen times a day, it's better than staying home.
Oh, down this way.